seriously hurt after being shot in Washington, D.C., just blocks away from the White House. Authorities take a suspect into custody in what they say was a targeted shooting.
They had one person pinned down and yelling at him to stay down, and then there were two National Guards on the ground. One, it looked like they were trying to resuscitate.
This is KTVU Fox 2 News at 6.
And those guardsmen were performing what are being described as high visibility patrols. Good evening, everyone. I'm Heather Holmes. Tonight, the president is asking for more than 500 additional National Guard troops to be deployed to Washington in response to today's shooting. Here's a live look now from Washington, D.C. This is happening right now, where the scene remains very active, as you can see in these live pictures, as FBI agents continue to investigate the crime scene. Now, this all happened about 2:15 local time. About 2,000 National Guard troops have been deployed in the nation's capital since August. KTVU's Jana Katsuyama has been following all of the latest and joins us now with new information that is coming out about that suspect. Jana.
Yes, Heather, this is a shooting that was in a very visible, crowded area. You can see from the map, it was near the Farragut Square West metro station, which is only about 2 blocks away from the White House. And some new details are emerging. This hour, the Associated Press is reporting that the suspect is believed to be an Afghan national identified as Rahmanullah Lakanwal. Sources are saying that he entered the United States in September of 2021 and has been living on the West Coast in Washington state. Law enforcement sources tell Fox News Digital that he's 29 years old and entered the U.S. legally under humanitarian parole. Now, police say they believe the suspect acted alone. Again, that shooting happening in the middle of the day, about 2:15 p.m. local time. Police say there is surveillance camera footage. West Virginia's governor says both National Guard troops were from West Virginia on what was described as a high visibility patrol, and at a briefing this afternoon, investigators say the surveillance video indicates the shooter appears to have targeted those troops. Witnesses say the area was full of people.
I heard boom, boom 2 times. And then the Uber driver said, "Why are all these people running?" And then I heard, "Help, help."
The individual, the suspect, came around the corner. He immediately started firing a firearm at the 2 National Guard members. So at that time, there were other National Guard members that were in the area. They heard the gunfire. They actually were able to intervene and to kind of hold down the suspect after he had been shot on the ground until law enforcement got there within moments.
We will work together collaboratively because this is a matter of national security, because it's a matter of pride. President Trump has been informed. We've been in contact with the White House.
And the shooting prompted a response from the White House and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, who gave this statement.
This happened just steps away from the White House. It will not stand. And that's why President Trump has asked me, and I will ask the Secretary of the Army, to the National Guard, to add 500 additional troops, National Guardsmen, to Washington, D.C.
Bay Area congressional representatives posted messages of support for the victims. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, you see there, sending prayers and saying, quote, "We condemn this violent act and thank the heroic first responders." South Bay Congressman Ro Khanna on the House Armed Services Committee also calling the act horrific and saying the service members deserve utmost respect. Now, again, those 2 National Guard troops are in critical condition. The Associated Press says at least one of the Guard members exchanged gunfire with the shooter. The suspect was injured, but it appears his injuries are not life-threatening. So, Heather, a lot going on this evening. We are expecting there could even be more details